What's up, YouTube family? It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm. Welcome back to the homestead. It's a cold, frigid day here, but we still got to get out and get some stuff done. I wanted to start this video with some important, exciting news. After yesterday's video where I showed you some updates about the floating row cover and what's going on under there, some of you asked for a link to where we got it. So in trying to get a link for you guys to exactly what this row cover is, in talking with Grower Solution, who makes this awesome product, they are going to give you guys a discount code, so where y'all can get some money off if you decide to order. So that's in the works. I told some of you I was going to put a link on yesterday's video. It actually may be Monday. In the description of that video I will get that discount code, and I'll go back and put it on that video about the floating row cover as well. But that'll save you guys some money, and it really is. I told Ben I am a sold firm believer in this stuff. We've never had vegetables look like they do under there. We just fight so many pests on brassicas and cold weather crops that we've always fought it every year we've gardened. So anyway, that'll be coming up. It's really exciting. Let's move on. I've got some outside stuff to do, and I'm going to take you guys along. Got some inside stuff to show you, like apple cider vinegar, things like that. So let's get hopping. Here's the big deer hunter. You think you could, some people are interested in seeing your buck and Emily's buck. You think you could slip some pictures in right here?
Yeah.
All right. How'd it feel?
Good.
How'd it taste?
Even better.
First things first, Lane is jumping on the tractor. We're gonna go get an additional hay ring for my milk cows, so we can maybe just put out hay for these beef cows every other day. So here's what we're doing. We're out here in the milk cow pen, and back at the beef cows, we're having to put out hay every single day of the winter. Well, that's not super practical when you have a whole other farm to run. Ben has a job, all that. Lane is doing schoolwork, all kinds of stuff. So we're trying to make it to where maybe we could do every other day. Right now, we roll out our hay, and that is the goal with rotational grazing, is graze as long as possible, use very little hay in the winter because we've extended our grazing season, and then when we do put out hay, roll it out so we're feeding the ground with the hay. Well, right now, our grazing season's not that much extended because we're new to rotational grazing. We're trying to build up the ground. We planted a lot of seed this year to have some cool weather grasses back there, but we're new in this and we're just not there yet. So we need every bale of hay that we baled up. We have a lot, but we've calculated it, and we need it to last. And rolling out hay is the ultimate goal, and we're gonna keep doing that. We'll roll out a bale every time we do it, but they waste a lot of that. They wind up pooping on it, laying on it, whatever. And that's hay that right now we just can't spare to waste all our bales of hay rolling them out. So we're gonna roll out some, and we're gonna put some in hay rings. We need one more hay ring back there to be able to go to every other day. So we are just make do with what we have kind of people, especially right now trying to make back our money from these cows. So we don't have the money to go buy a brand new hay ring. So we're using what we have. We're gonna take this one from the milk cows because the milk cows are tame as puppy dogs. A little bit rowdier cows will headbutt the hay, tear it all to pieces, especially a bull. But I don't think these cows are gonna do that. So they're gonna get what we have, which if you can see, Lane has stood it up back there in the corral. It's a half a hay ring. It's an old hay ring that rusted apart. Still works fine, but we're gonna leave that for the milk cows and take this one back to the beef cows. And every other day for this herd, we've got two more herds across the road. We've got the beef cows kind of split up. We will put out 2 in hay rings and 1 rolled out every other day. And we're gonna see how that works. We may have to go up. Maybe that'll be plenty. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's what we're doing, is this big swap. No, wait a minute. You can't tear this up. we got the hay ring back here. Lane's unrolled him a bale. All right, so Lane is way back there on the tractor, heading to get 2 more bales to put in the hay rings. I'm heading across the highway. That heifer I told you about a couple videos ago that was getting skinny over there, I'm gonna go check her. Throwing the wormer on her actually did not work at all. That was a total fail. So that afternoon, in the freezing pouring rain, Ben and I had to go back over there and get her up in the corral. She wound up running Ben up on the fence. We got her in a head chute over there. That's a little sketchy. It's not the most stable corral and head chute, but we got her up in it and we were able to worm and medicate her. So I'm gonna go give her a look. I'll show her to you if I can, if she comes up. Like I said, she's pretty crazy, but I'm gonna go check on her. All right, so I'm over here at the farm where the cows are. We've got actually our main group behind our house. We've got the milk cows, and then we've got a pen of weaning steers and heifers, and 2 we're feeding out for beef, all at the house. And then across the highway, we actually have 2 different farms where we have cows. One farm where we have about 3 different paddocks, and there's cows in 2 of those paddocks right now. And then this farm, there's 2 paddocks over here. They kind of go back and forth, and there's cows in 1 of these. So we've got cows all over the place. We come over to these farms across the road once a week and put out hay. And then those at the house, like I said, have been getting it every single day. That's where we're trying to really build up the soil, all those kinds of things. Some of these properties across the road, some are ours, some are not. It works out well for us and our neighbors that want their properties cleaned up. They do not want cows, but they like cows being on their property. We do all the maintaining, all the work involved, and they graciously let us graze on their land. It's a great deal for them and us. And so, but over here we don't roll the hay out. We'll only do that at the house. But I'm gonna call these cows up. I'm gonna check this skinny one. I'll show you this herd. Hopefully they're gonna run up because we've been feeding them some, just getting them used to coming up in case we needed to move them. It'd be a whole lot easier. They'll be in the habit of coming up, less stress for them, easier for us. Work smarter, not harder, right? So let's call them up, see how she's doing. Woo! Woo! All right, there she is back there. She's a Brahma cross, and she's always been skinny. That's just her body structure. But she's gotten more skinny. She's pretty poor looking, and it's happened pretty quickly. So I'm trying my best vet skills to give her a best chance at making it. She's never calved since she's been here, and she should have. So she may have something else going on, but anyway, that's her in the back, black one with the yellow tag. All right, so I found her. I'm gonna start the truck again. Found everybody actually except one. And the one I'm missing, when you check cows as much as we do, you start figuring out real quick. Even in a pretty big group, if one's missing, you pretty much figure out pretty quickly who it is. And it's Junior, the little one that his mom died not long after we got the cows this past spring. He was 5 weeks old, and he would not take to another cow to nurse. We actually have nurse cows, but some calves just will not do that if that's not their mom. So I fed him and babied him and kept him in my barn for a while and gave him a really good start. But I see him laying across the field, and I don't like how he looks like he's laying there. So y'all are going with me. I have no idea. I don't have a good feeling. I don't know why, but he just looks strange the way he's laying, and everyone else came up but him. So I don't have a good feeling about this. All right, he is not dead, thankfully, but he is bloated, and I'm gonna have to take care of him. So thankfully, he's still alive at this point. All right, I went and got a helper, lots of meds. I'm gonna give him everything I got, because if not, he's not gonna make it. He's already down, weak. He's tried repeatedly to get up. He's been laying in mud and poop. This has all happened rapidly because we were just over here. So he's went down fast. It could be a little bit of pneumonia, it could be bloat, it could be both. But at this point, it doesn't really matter what it is. When they get down like this and can't even stand up, it's a dire situation. I'm giving him shots for pneumonia. I'm fixing to worm him, and then I'm gonna force him to drink a bloat treatment. And then that's all I know to do, is keep an eye on him. And then I'm gonna try to help him up. Swallow it. Now comes the fun part, trying to help him up. He may not stay up, but I want him out of this. Remember my talk to y'all about not wearing good clothes to go work in, to wear coveralls? Well, I didn't do it today. I actually had just a few minutes, and then we needed to head to an appointment, and now I'm nasty in good clothes. So I gotta make a flying trip inside and get ready real quick, because I can't go smelling like a sick cow. I couldn't get him up. I'll go back later and see. I medicated him. I hit him with everything there is. So hopefully he's gonna bounce back, and later I'll go over there and he's up on his own. He is sitting up, not laid out like he was when I found him that I showed y'all. So anyway, later this afternoon, I'm gonna show you straining apple cider vinegar. I canned some deer meat. I'm gonna show you that, and I'll take you back and give you an update on him. But for now, I gotta head to town. Isn't that beautiful venison? And it's time for this to have some TLC. So I got a couple more jobs here to do. This is obviously the apple cider vinegar from a couple weeks ago. You can see how mine looks. You can see the water on the bottom's a little cloudy. Peelings still look good. I told y'all when I did it, you can use peels and cores. I just had so much, I froze a lot of the extra peeling and the cores. This batch just has peelings. It's been 2 weeks. So now I'm just gonna strain those peelings out and compost those, and then I'm gonna put it away for another 2 to 4 weeks until it starts smelling vinegary. And then all that's left to do at that point is cap it. So I'm gonna get busy doing that. I wanted to show y'all my canned venison back here. These were both bucks that Lane and Emily got, so those tend to be kind of gamey and tough sometimes. And the ruts going on around here where bucks are chasing does, that makes all that kind of worse for the gamey taste. So I've been wanting to try canning deer meat for a while, and I encourage y'all, if you're looking to get into canning meat, check out, I've got 2 channel suggestions for you, which you've probably heard of both, but my go-to canning girls are Sarah at Living Traditions and Tangi at Freedom Homestead. So go check them out. They're awesome at canning and canning advice. They both helped me out and gave me some tips and pointers, and it was super simple to do. I did not do a how-to on it because it was my first time to do it, and I want to try things, make sure they work before I pass them on to y'all, because that's not good advice if I haven't tried it out first. So it worked like a charm. So if I ever can deer meat again, I will show y'all the step-by-step. It's super easy, but I know Tangi already has a video on it, and Sarah probably does as well. So check those channels out. All right, well, good news. I got back from my appointment in town, and I was about to head over and check the calf, talked to Ben on the phone, and he'd already been over there, and we'll insert some footage of the little fella here. So as you can see, he's up, moving. That's the best thing. If it was bloat, that'll get the air moving. I was concerned about possible starting pneumonia. Y'all saw him shivering, but he's up moving around. That's the best thing he can be doing.
Actually ran away from me.
He ran away? That's good.
I thought he looked good. I think he needs a little recuperation time. I do think we need to take some protein over there for him.
Yeah, it's getting that time of year. We like to put out some protein tubs, additional protein for the cows, because someone described it to us like right now they're kind of just eating on a salad bar, and they need a little protein. So don't make a face.
You're supposed to be watching the camera, not
They need a little protein to go with it. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. It's been another crazy day here. So we will part ways here. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks for watching. God bless.